Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever stumbled across an old nickel in your collection or change jar and wondered if it might be worth a small fortune? Well, today I'm going to tell you about one particular nickel that's taken the coin world by storm. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark that has recently been valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. That's right, over $1 million for a simple nickel. Stick around because if you own one, this could be life-changing. Historical images of Thomas Jefferson, the Monticello building, and early nickels. Let's start with the basics. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The design has changed little over the decades, making it a favorite among collectors. Now, the 1964 nickel is particularly special because it was the last year before the U.S. Mint changed the composition of nickels due to rising metal costs. But what really sets this coin apart is the absence of a mint mark on some 1964 nickels. Normally, nickels made in Denver or San Francisco have a D or S mint mark, but some 1964 nickels mysteriously lack any mark at all. Close-up shots comparing 1964 nickels with and without mint marks. So, why is the missing mint mark such a big deal? Typically, coins without a mint mark were produced in Philadelphia. However, in 1964, the Philadelphia Mint started putting mint marks on all nickels, so finding one without a mint mark is incredibly rare. Experts believe these no-mint mark 1964 nickels are errors or test strikes that somehow made it into circulation. Because of their rarity, these error coins have become highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Recently, a pristine 1964 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel was sold at auction for a staggering $1.6 million. That's right, this isn't just a collector's curiosity. It's an investment that's truly taken off. Why so valuable? It's a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector demand. High-grade, uncirculated examples are almost unheard of. When one surfaces, especially in flawless condition, bidding wars ignite. This coin isn't just worth face value or a few dollars. It's a genuine treasure. Now, if you think you might have one of these rare nickels, here's how to check. Look at the reverse side of the coin near the date. Check carefully for any mint mark, a small letter D or S. If you see nothing, you might have a no mint mark coin. The coin needs to be in excellent shape, with clear details and minimal wear. If you're unsure, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. If you do have a 1964 no mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, here's what you need to know about selling it. A certified grading can significantly increase the value and buyer confidence. Auctions often get the best prices for rare coins, so consider consigning your coin with a trusted auction house. There are many coin dealers, but not all offer fair prices. Look for specialists in rare nickels or historical coins. Coin values can rise and fall, so if you're not in a rush, you might want to wait for a peak market. Always get a second opinion and don't sell privately without verification. So, could your old nickel be worth more than you ever imagined? If you find a 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark in exceptional condition, it could be the hidden treasure in your pocket. If you want to learn more about identifying valuable coins and how to sell them for top dollar, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for upcoming videos. And if you've got a coin story or questions, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from fellow collectors and treasure seekers. We're diving deep into one of the most valuable and mysterious coins in American history, the 1967 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. This coin, rare and highly sought after, has a staggering market value of up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a single nickel. Let's start with some history. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938. Featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the back, it's a classic design cherished by collectors. But the 1967 Jefferson nickel stands out, and here's why. During the 1960s, coin production was changing. The U.S. Mint faced a shortage of nickel metal due to the Vietnam War, leading to changes in metal composition and mint marks. Normally, coins from this era bear a mint mark, such as D for Denver or S for San Francisco, indicating where they were made. But in 1967, something extraordinary happened. Some nickels were struck without any mint mark at all. Officially, all nickels from 1967 should have had an S mint mark. However, a very small number, just a handful, were accidentally produced without any mint mark. These coins are incredibly rare, almost like a hidden treasure. Because these no mint mark coins were never officially released, they're considered an error coin or a minting anomaly, which makes them extremely valuable. Collectors around the world hunt for these coins, and finding one is like hitting the jackpot. So, how did the 1967 no-mint mark nickel reach a value of $1.5 million? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and collector demand. Only a few of these coins are known to exist. When a coin is this rare and in excellent condition, say graded MS65 or higher by professional graders, collectors will pay extraordinary prices to add it to their collections. In recent auctions, a verified 1967 no-mint mark nickel has sold for up to $1.5 million. That's more than many rare gold coins or historic collectibles. Now, if you think you might have this rare coin, here's how to check. First, look closely at the back of your nickel near Monticello. Is there an S mint mark just to the right of the building? If yes, it's a normal 1967 S mint nickel. If not, you might have a rare no mint mark version. Next, inspect the condition. Coins in pristine condition are worth far more. Lastly, have it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This grading confirms its authenticity and condition, boosting its value dramatically. If you discover that rare no-mint mark 1967 nickel, here are some quick tips on selling it. Always get a professional appraisal. Use trusted auction houses or coin dealers specializing in rare coins. Avoid quick cash buyers or pawn shops. They often undervalue such treasures. Document the coin's provenance and grading certificates. It helps build trust with buyers. So don't overlook those old coins gathering dust. That little nickel from 1967 could turn into a life-changing treasure. If you have questions about your coins or want to learn how to get them valued and sold safely, drop a comment below or subscribe for more expert coin collecting tips. We're diving into a rare and incredible coin that's turning heads in the numismatic world, the 1974 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, one of these coins recently sold for a staggering $1.6 million. Stick around because if you have old nickels, you won't want to miss this. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938. Featuring the third U.S. president, Thomas Jefferson, on the front and his famous Monticello home on the back. But in 1974, something strange happened. A very rare, no-mint mark Monticello nickel was released. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, but in 1974, Philadelphia temporarily stopped using mint marks due to a strike at the Denver Mint. This led to some nickels being produced without a mint mark when usually they would have one. What makes the no mint mark nickel so special is that it was only struck in very limited quantities. Now, you might be wondering, it's just a nickel. Why is it worth over $1 million? Great question. First, rarity drives value in the coin market. Because so few 1974 no mint mark Monticello nickels exist, collectors are eager to get their hands on one. Second, the coin in question was found in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, something incredibly hard to find for coins this old. And third, there's a fascinating backstory involving mint errors and the temporary suspension of mint marks, which adds to the coin's intrigue and desirability. In a recent auction, one of these rare nickels sold for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. This sale shocked the numismatic community and made headlines worldwide. This wasn't just a lucky find. The coin was verified by experts and graded by top grading companies, which confirmed its authenticity and exceptional condition. Now, if you're watching this and you think, hey, I might have one of these nickels, here's what you should do. First, don't clean the coin or try to alter it. That will reduce its value. Second, get the coin appraised by a reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert who can verify its authenticity. Third, consider getting it professionally graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. This process can significantly increase its market value. And finally, if you decide to sell, auction houses specializing in rare coins are your best bet to get top dollar. For those of you with other old coins, pennies, dimes, quarters, here are some quick tips to maximize your profits. Always research your coin before selling. Look for rarity, condition, and historical significance. Avoid quick cash offers from pawn shops or random buyers. Instead, seek reputable dealers or auction houses. Keep coins in protective holders to preserve their condition. Join online coin forums or groups to learn more and get advice from fellow collectors. And lastly, be patient. The coin market fluctuates, so sometimes waiting can yield better offers. So, whether you're just curious or sitting on a hidden treasure, remember, the right knowledge can turn old coins into life-changing wealth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with friends who might also have valuable coins lying around. We're diving deep into a fascinating coin that's been making waves in the collector's world, the 1981 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, some versions of this coin are currently valued at over $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1 million for a nickel. Text overlay, 1981 P Monticello Jefferson nickel. Worth $1.3 million? The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938, featuring our third president Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. For decades, this coin has changed only slightly, making it a familiar piece to millions of Americans. So, why is the 1981 P Monticello Jefferson nickel grabbing attention now? Normally, nickels from this era are worth just a few cents to maybe a few dollars in mint condition. But the 1981 P with the Monticello reverse has a very rare error that makes it incredibly valuable. Close-up of the 1981 nickel showing the mint mark. This coin has what collectors call a double die error, meaning the minting process accidentally stamped the coin twice, causing a doubling effect on certain parts of the design, especially the Monticello building on the back. This error is extremely rare, making the coin one of the most sought-after Jefferson nickels. Now, here's the exciting part. Recently, a verified 1981 P Monticello nickel with this error sold for over $1.3 million at auction. This shocking price reflects the coin's extreme rarity, high demand, and the enthusiasm of serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Footage or images of auction houses, gavel, and bidding. For context, most Jefferson nickels might only fetch a few dollars unless they have unique errors like this one. So if you find a 1981 nickel with this double design, it could be worth a small fortune. Okay, so maybe you have a 1981 nickel in your collection or jar at home. How do you know if it's the rare Monticello double die? Here are some tips. Close-up shots of the coin showing normal versus double die errors. Check the Monticello building carefully for doubled lines or shadow-like images behind the original design. The P should be crisp, but look for any doubling or unusual marks near it. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Small details are easier to spot with magnification. Higher-grade coins, with less wear, are worth more. Mint state coins can fetch millions if they have the error. If you think you have this rare coin, don't rush to sell it immediately. First, get it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication and grading can confirm the coin's rarity and condition, which will significantly impact its value. Logos of PCGS and NGC, images of professional grading. Once graded, consider selling through reputable auction houses or coin dealers specializing in rare errors. This will ensure you get the highest possible price and a smooth transaction. Why do error coins like the 1981 P Monticello nickel fetch such astronomical prices? It comes down to rarity, demand, and history. Coins with errors are limited in number, and collectors love unique pieces with a story behind them. The thrill of owning something so rare pushes prices way up. Let's recap. The 1981 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel with a double die error is a rare treasure, currently worth as much as $1.3 million in top condition. If you own one, check carefully for doubling, get it professionally authenticated, and then explore selling options with trusted experts. I'm diving into a truly fascinating coin, the 1982 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. A coin that's made headlines because it's worth a staggering $1.4 million. If you're age 30 to 70 and have old coins tucked away, this video could literally change your life. So, stay tuned because we're going to explore what makes this nickel so special, how to spot it, and how you can cash in if you have one. First, let's set the scene. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, on the back. Now, the 1982 D Monticello nickel is a bit different. Most 1982 nickels were struck with a large D mint mark from the Denver Mint, but some rare versions carry a small D mint mark on the reverse side, right by Monticello. This tiny detail is what makes all the difference, because only a handful of these small D nickels were minted before the mint quickly corrected the size to the standard large D. This error, a mint mark size difference, is incredibly rare, and rarity is the golden rule of coin collecting. Only a few thousand, if not fewer, of these small D mint mark nickels exist. The vast majority are the regular large D mint mark. Error coins are highly sought after, especially those from popular series like the Jefferson nickel. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for a verified rare mint mark error. In fact, the current market value of a verified 1982 D small D Monticello nickel has skyrocketed to around $1.4 million. Yes, over $1 million for a nickel. That's more than what most people make in a lifetime from a single coin. The D on the 1982 nickel is usually quite large. On the rare error coin, the D is noticeably smaller and thinner. The mint mark is located just right of Monticello, the building on the back of the coin. These error coins in high grades, meaning less wear and tear, can fetch the highest prices. Get it verified. If you think you have one, it's critical to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This official certification will prove its rarity and increase its value exponentially. Let me share a quick story. A few years back, a man found one of these nickels while cleaning out an old box of coins left by his grandfather. He thought it was just a regular nickel, but after getting it graded, he discovered it was the rare small D variety. The coin sold for over $1 million at auction. Coin markets fluctuate, but the demand for rare mint mark errors, especially from the Jefferson nickel series, has remained strong. And with collectors around the world hunting for these gems, prices are only going up. If you believe you might own a 1982 D small D Monticello nickel, here are your next steps. Cleaning can reduce the coin's value drastically. Use gloves or handle by the edges to avoid fingerprints or damage. Take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or send it to a trusted grading company. You can sell through auction houses, specialized coin dealers, or online marketplaces, but always seek professional advice to get the best price. And remember, patience is key. Sometimes holding onto your coin until the market peaks can maximize your return. So there you have it, the story behind the incredible 1982 D small D Monticello Jefferson nickel, worth a jaw-dropping $1.40 million. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future treasure hunts. And if you have questions about your coins or want me to cover other rare finds, drop a comment below. I'm diving into a truly fascinating coin that might be sitting right in your pocket change or coin collection, the 1988 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. And guess what? Some of these rare nickels are valued at a whopping $1.5 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple in American coinage for decades. Featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and the Monticello, his famous Virginia estate, on the back. These nickels are common in everyday transactions. But in 1988, something extraordinary happened with the D Mint Mark nickels that's turned the coin world upside down. Now, before we get into the specifics, I want to make sure you're with me here, because these coins are not just your everyday 5-cent pieces. Some of these 1988D Monticello nickels are extremely rare and could potentially be worth up to $1.5 million. That's life-changing money, folks. The key to this coin's rarity is the mint mark, the little D under the Monticello on the back. It stands for the Denver Mint, where many nickels were produced. But the 1988D Mint Monticello nickels have an unusual production story that makes certain varieties incredibly valuable. So, what makes the 1988D Mint Mark nickel so special? Well, it all comes down to errors and limited mintages. A handful of these coins have what collectors call mint errors, small production mistakes that make them one of a kind. These errors can be anything from a double die effect on the mint mark, misplaced mint marks, or even missing mint mark versions. Coins with these errors are extremely scarce, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. If you've got one of these rare error nickels, or even a pristine 1988D nickel in uncirculated or proof condition, it's worth having it appraised immediately. Because the market for these coins has exploded in recent years. Just last year, a rare error 1988D Jefferson nickel sold at auction for over $1.5 million. This figure isn't just hype. It reflects genuine demand from serious collectors and investors who know these coins are historical treasures. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable nickels? Here are a few tips to help you check your coins at home. Look for the mint mark. It's a small letter D on the back, near the Monticello. Step 2. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for any doubling or unusual markings on the mint mark or the design. Step 3. Check the condition. The less wear, the higher the value. And finally, if you suspect your coin might be one of the rare ones, don't try to clean or polish it, as that can reduce its value. If you do think you have a rare 1988D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, the best next step is to get it professionally graded and appraised. Companies like PCGS or NGC specialize in authenticating coins and grading their condition, which can dramatically increase your coin's market value. And of course, if you're interested in selling, reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses. Selling such a valuable coin privately can be tricky, but with the right help, you can get the best price possible. So, to all my viewers aged 30 to 70 who might be sitting on hidden treasures, don't overlook that old change or coin collection gathering dust. Your 1988D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth a fortune. Who knows? You might just have the next $1 million coin in your hands. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss tips on how to spot valuable coins and collectibles. Got any coins you want me to review? Drop a comment below or send a picture on our socials. Could change your life, especially if you have a 1990p Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, this nickel can be worth up to $1.4 million today. That's right. Over $1 million for a single coin you might have in your collection or drawer right now. Sounds unbelievable? I get it. So, stick with me as we uncover why this specific nickel is so valuable, how to identify it, and what you should do if you think you have one. First, let's rewind a bit and talk about the Jefferson nickel itself. The nickel has been a staple in American coinage since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous Monticello home on the back. It's a coin we all know well, but not all nickels are created equal. Some years and mint marks make certain nickels extremely rare, and the 1990p Mint Mark Monticello nickel is a prime example. Here's the scoop. The 1990p nickel is from the Philadelphia Mint, P standing for Philadelphia. What sets this coin apart is its incredibly rare minting error. It's not just a regular nickel. It's a rare variety with a mint mark anomaly. Collectors call it the 1990p Monticello error nickel. These errors occurred due to a misplacement or doubling of the mint mark during production, creating an extremely limited number of these coins. Because of this rarity and the intense demand from collectors worldwide, the market value has skyrocketed. The $1.4 million market value explained. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth does this nickel reach a value of $1.4 million? Well, it comes down to a few factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. Only a handful of these error nickels are confirmed to exist, and when one shows up at an auction, the bidding war can be fierce. The condition has to be near perfect, graded as mint state by professional grading services. This coin is so rare that serious collectors are willing to pay over $1 million to add it to their collections. So, how do you know if your nickel is this rare and valuable coin? Here's what to look for. First, check the mint mark. Look closely for doubling, extra marks, or unusual placement of the P. Use a magnifying glass or take a high-resolution photo. Inspect the Monticello building on the reverse side. Sometimes errors show tiny anomalies there. Lastly, the coin must be in excellent condition. No major scratches, corrosion, or damage. If your coin matches these features, you might be sitting on a fortune. If you think you have this nickel, don't just toss it in a drawer. Here's what I recommend. Have it professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC will authenticate and grade the coin. Get multiple opinions from reputable coin dealers or auction houses. If it's genuine and in top condition, consider auctioning it through a trusted platform specializing in rare coins. Remember, the right presentation and certification can make a massive difference in how much you get for your coin. Coins like the 1990p mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel are rare treasures hiding in plain sight. You never know if a dusty old coin you've had for years could be worth a fortune. Have you found any old nickels or coins that you're curious about? Drop a comment below or send me a picture. I love helping people discover the value of their collections. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and stories about rare treasures. We're diving deep into a very special coin, the 1993p mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, a coin that's currently valued at a staggering $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. But before we get ahead of ourselves, what makes this nickel so incredibly valuable? Let's uncover the story behind this rare gem, how to spot it, and what you should do if you find one in your collection. First off, let's rewind to 1993. The Monticello Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, on the back. Most nickels minted are common and worth only their face value, but every once in a while, the U.S. Mint slips up or produces something so rare that collectors go wild. Cut to archival footage or photos of the U.S. Mint in 1993. In 1993, the U.S. Mint produced a handful of nickels with the letter P mint mark, meaning they were made at the Philadelphia Mint. While Philadelphia nickels are common, the 1993 P Monticello nickel is extremely rare in certain variations due to an error or limited production run. Here's the catch. The 1993 P Monticello nickel with the specific mint mark and error is considered one of the rarest modern nickels. This coin features a very specific die variety or minting error that makes it highly sought after. Show close-up visuals or graphics pointing out the mint mark and error features. Collectors have been hunting for this particular nickel for decades. Only a handful are known to exist in the world, and that scarcity drives the value sky high. In fact, one of these nickels recently sold for an astonishing $1.5 million at auction. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 1993p nickels? Here are some quick tips. It should be located on the obverse side near the date. Examine the Monticello building on the reverse side. Collectors say subtle differences in design or die cracks can be clues. Check for any unusual markings or minting errors, such as double dies, die cracks, or misplaced mint marks. Condition matters. These rare coins in mint state condition, meaning no wear or scratches, command the highest prices. Cut to a professional grading scale chart. If your coin has heavy wear or damage, the value will drop significantly. So, handle your coins carefully. Okay, so you've dug through your old coin jar or attic box and think you might have found this rare 1993p Monticello nickel. What next? First, protect your coin in a holder or plastic case to prevent any damage. Get it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will verify authenticity and condition, which directly impacts the coin's value. Consider consulting a coin appraiser or auction house that specializes in rare coins. They can help you understand the true market value and guide you through selling. Be cautious of scams or lowball offers. When a coin is worth potentially over $1 million, it's important to deal with trustworthy buyers. If you're between 30 and 70 years old, you might have inherited or saved coins without realizing their worth. This is why knowing about these rare coins is crucial. A simple nickel from 1993 could change your life if it's the right one. Cut to testimonials or short clips from collectors who discovered valuable coins. Stories like these happen all the time. People find unexpected treasures in old collections, attic boxes, or even loose change. So don't overlook those coins. The 1993 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is a modern-day treasure, with rare examples worth up to $1.5 million. If you're curious or think you might have one, get it checked out by professionals and don't rush into selling without expert advice. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden treasures and coin collecting tips. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want to share your story. We're diving into one of the most incredible coin stories you might not have heard. The 1995 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. A coin currently valued at a staggering $1.30 million. If you've got old nickels lying around, this video could change your life, so stick with me. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss future treasure hunts. Let's get started. First, let's understand what makes this 1995 P Monticello Jefferson nickel so special. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple in American coinage since 1938. Featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his beloved Monticello estate on the reverse. Now, the P Mint mark indicates the Philadelphia Mint, which, fun fact, didn't usually place a P on nickels until the mid-1990s. The 1995 was one of the first years the Philadelphia Mint included the P mark on nickels, making it unique among its peers. But what really sets this coin apart isn't just the mint mark. It's a rare error that occurred during production, turning this common coin into a treasure sought by collectors worldwide. Now here's the juicy part. This coin is not your typical nickel. It contains a rare minting error that only a handful of people know about. In 1995, during the coin striking process, a batch of Monticello nickels with the P Mint mark were accidentally overpolished and struck on a damaged die. This created a unique double strike, or doubling effect, particularly visible around the mint mark and Monticello's dome. What does that mean for collectors? It means extreme rarity. These error coins were quickly removed from circulation, but a few slipped through, and those few coins are worth a fortune. As of today, an authentic 1995 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel with this error can fetch up to $1.3 million in auctions and private sales. That's right, one single nickel. Once just 5 cents. Now $1 million gem. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare nickels? Here are a few quick tips. Look for the P Mint mark on the right side of the coin near the Monticello dome. If your nickel has no mint mark, it's probably not one of these. Check for doubling or doubling effects around the mint mark or the dome structure. This can look like a shadow or blurry second impression. Examine the coin's condition. While many error coins are valuable, those in mint or near mint condition are worth the most. We're talking uncirculated or proof-like shine. If you're unsure, take it to a professional coin grader or dealer who can authenticate the error for you. Okay, so let's say you found a 1995 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel with this rare error. What now? How do you sell it to get the best price? Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC add credibility and can increase your coin's value exponentially. Research reputable coin dealers or auction houses who specialize in rare coins. Don't just sell to the first buyer. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Be patient. This isn't a coin you want to rush selling. Take your time to find the right buyer. And always avoid selling to coin buyers who offer extremely lowball offers. This is a $1.3 million coin in the right hands, so know your worth. So, what do you think? Could you have a hidden treasure in your coin collection? The 1995 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and a little minting mistake can turn a simple nickel into $1 million prize. If you want me to help you identify more valuable coins, drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin secrets uncovered every week. We're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history that could be hiding right in your pocket change or coin collection. If you've ever heard of the 1998 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, stick around because this seemingly ordinary nickel could be worth up to $1.6 million today. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million. Let's find out why. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and his iconic Monticello estate on the back. But in 1998, something extraordinary happened with the Denver Mint. The D-Mint mark on these nickels has become a numismatic legend. Show images of the 1998 D Monticello nickel, a map highlighting the Denver Mint. Now, you might be wondering what makes this 1998 D Jefferson nickel so special. After all, millions were minted. The answer lies in a rare minting error that turned a standard coin into a rare collector's gem. In 1998, the Denver Mint produced nickels with a very small D mint mark. But here's the kicker. Some of these mint marks were struck off-center, doubled, or even missing entirely, creating a series of incredibly rare error coins. Show examples of mint mark errors: off-center D, doubled D, and missing D. Collectors call these D-Mint mark errors, and among these, the off-center D error is the rarest. How rare? Only a handful have been confirmed to exist in pristine condition. For the average person, this might sound like a minor flaw. But in the world of coin collecting, these errors create scarcity and demand, two key ingredients that drive prices sky high. Why $1.6 million? 2 minutes. So, how does a nickel, which you can normally buy for 5 cents, reach a staggering price of $1.6 million? Show auction images, news headlines about rare coin sales. Comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. The 1998 D-Mint mark error nickels in mint condition, graded by professional coin grading services as MS70 or PF70, are near perfect. And when an ultra-rare coin like this hits the auction block, bidding wars can push the price into the millions. To put it simply, owning one of these error nickels is like holding a golden ticket in the coin world. Now, I know you're itching to check your own nickels. Here's what to look for. First, check the mint mark on the reverse side, just right of Monticello. Is the D-Mint mark clear and perfectly centered? If it's off-center, doubled, or missing, you might have an error coin worth investigating. Second, condition matters. Coins without scratches, wear, or discoloration, especially those graded by professional services, command the highest prices. If you think you have this rare 1998 D-Mint mark error nickel, here's what you should do next. Steps appear on screen. Don't clean or alter the coin. Take high-quality photos. Get a professional appraisal. Consider grading the coin with a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading not only confirms authenticity but also boosts the value dramatically. And if your coin checks out, selling through reputable auction houses or coin dealers specializing in rare coins is your best bet. The 1998 D-Mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is proof that sometimes ordinary coins hold extraordinary value. So before you toss those old nickels, give them a closer look. You might be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on identifying valuable coins and selling them for top dollar, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. And if you have any coins you're curious about, drop a comment below or send me a photo. I love helping you uncover hidden treasures. We're diving deep into one of the most incredible coin stories ever, the 2000 P Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark, a coin valued at a whopping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So if you're age 30 to 70 and have some old coins lying around, this video might just change your life. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938. Featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president, the coin's reverse side showcases his famous home, Monticello, located in Virginia. Most Jefferson nickels were minted at the Philadelphia P, Denver D, or San Francisco S mints. Typically, Philadelphia minted nickels from 2000 do not have a mint mark. But here's where things get interesting. In the year 2000, a small number of nickels were struck with a P mint mark on the reverse, the first time in decades that Philadelphia used a mint mark on Jefferson nickels. The 2000 P Jefferson nickel is actually an error or a rare variety coin. It was never supposed to exist in general circulation. The Philadelphia Mint accidentally struck a small number of nickels with the P mint mark, likely as test pieces or by mistake. Because so few of these coins were released, they're considered extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Rarity plus demand is a coin collector's dream formula. That's why this coin is not just a nickel. It's a treasure. This coin's value has exploded over the past few years. Graded and certified examples have sold at auction for up to $1.7 million. That's right, over $1 million for a single nickel. Here's the breakdown. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist. It's a rare Philadelphia Mint P mark on a nickel when usually there's none. Coins in pristine condition, graded as MS65 or higher, attract premium prices. The coin market has been booming, especially for unique and error coins. Now, if you're watching this and wondering, could I have one of these? Here's what you should do. Check your nickels from 2000 closely. Look on the Monticello side. Do you see a small P mint mark near the word Monticello or the rim? Normally, Philadelphia nickels won't have any mint mark. Condition matters. Even if you find one, the coin's condition will affect value drastically. Coins free of scratches, dents, or discoloration are the most valuable. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect you have a rare 2000 P nickel, take it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Professional certification boosts the coin's value and buyer confidence. Consult a trusted coin dealer or auction house before selling. Some coins sell best at auction, where competition can drive the price up. There have been amazing stories where everyday people discovered these nickels tucked away in their collections. Some inherited, some found in change jars. Imagine finding a coin worth over $1 million in your pocket change, but a quick warning, there are many counterfeit or altered coins on the market, so don't rush into selling or buying without proper authentication. Always get expert opinions. If you or a loved one has old coins, especially nickels from 2000, take a closer look. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. If you want more tips on identifying valuable coins and selling them for top dollar, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out our other videos.